And girls, in this video, we are going to look at some root words. That word sounds very mysterious. It's not. C has a set of 32 keywords, and this is that list. The reason that these words are special is that they have a special meaning to the C compiler. So you cannot try to assign a different meaning to these words in your program. If you try to do it, your compiler would give you an error. Now, of these root words, we've seen two of them already. We've seen int and we've seen return. So the thing is that since you cannot try and reassign the meaning of these words, you have to be careful not to try to do so. And it can happen that you accidentally try to do it. And to help you, for example, Pruter and also many other IDEs show keywords with a different color. It's just a nice little visual tool to help you understand that these words are special and you can't treat them like other like other words that you can use for different purposes. So what do I mean by this? Let's take an example of this piece of code. Now, what am I doing here? I am defining the int main function. In the int main function, I am saying there's a box whose name is main. So what has happened? I have the main function, and I'm saying I have somewhere in my memory a box of type int, and it has to be called main, and it has to store the value 3, and then I print it. Now, what do you think will happen when I try to compile this code and try to run it? The answer is it'll print 3. Why? Because main is not a keyword. You see this list here? There's no main. There's int, there's return, but we also saw main, and it seems like main is an important word for C, but it's not really. You can define a variable called main, and life will go on. But what happens when you try to do something like this? So now I'm trying to say there is a box called return. When you try to do this, your compiler will give you an error. Why? Because you are trying to redefine the meaning of return. Return has a very special meaning for the compiler, and then you're trying to say, no, I don't want to use that special meaning. I want to make a box in my computer's memory called return. The compiler will say, sorry, this cannot be done.